We got Facebook is live now. Now I know there's a delay with the Facebook. I don't think there's a delay with the Instagram. But look, I'm about to throw down on these gator ribs. Put them in the pit boss, and we'll be eating gator ribs tonight. We had gator nuggets last night. I deep fried them out here. They were good. I'll tell you what, it's a beautiful day out here. Beautiful day. So look, if you have any questions about the gator, let me know. As you can see, I got my hook. So this is what we got going on. All right, we got the beast hook, and so this was one big gator rib, right? And I took that rib and I cut it down to 3 pieces. So a gator rib has the bones going through it, and they have a joint right down the center, and I was able to take my knife and cut right on down. And then I cut the top off because that gator rib was like that big, right? It was huge. It might have been too big for my daggone grill, but now with it being like this, I can get them in. Actually, I'm using the Casa M Spice, the Good Shepherd. It's actually a lamb seasoning I'll put on here. So I threw salt and pepper on. I did oil, salt and pepper on both sides, and then I put this on both sides. And I actually let it sit for a couple hours. And then I just hit it again. So we're going to put these in. I don't know if I'm going to do like the 3-2-1 or 2-2-1 or whatever I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. So let me see who's on here. Look, if you guys can share this feed, that'd be great. I'm going to come on back up later on, and we're going to talk about these ribs once they come off the smoker too. So I'll be able to taste them and let you know exactly how they taste. I've had them marinating for a day and a half in buttermilk. So sometimes you got to be careful and not marinate them too long, because when you marinate the meat and it breaks it down, if you overdo it, it actually toughens the meat up or it makes it to mush. Okay? So the gator should be all right. I was actually supposed to put it in yesterday. Things didn't work out. I couldn't get them in. So I didn't take them out of the marinade till earlier today. Patrick, what is up? Yeah, man, look. I know the Grill Beast Foods website still is not like looking as good as the grillbeast.com website. It will soon. It's going to look exactly like it, matter of fact. But you can go in there and order gator ribs. You can order a whole gator tail. You can order a whole gator if you want. We ship it in dry ice to you in 2 or 3 days shipping, depending on where you are and what you get and all that kind of stuff. But Phil Cambosia, what's up? Roger, Brian, James, who else we got? Look, if you can share the feed, I appreciate it. If you can like the feed, I appreciate it. Roger, Jack, Andres, is it Andre or Andreas? Patrick, again, let's see, howdy Dave, Gator Ribs. Yep, okay, I already read that. Chris Coffer, what's up? Dave, Jeff Toms, Lucas, Mike C, Timothy. We got a good bit of people on here. Earl, how many people do we have on here right now? I can't see how many people, so I don't know if people are staying on or all that. I'm assuming you can hear me all right. Christopher Beck. And then everybody on Instagram, appreciate everybody stopping by, I really do. But look, this is going to be a really short one. I'm going to just talk a little bit about the gator ribs. I'm actually going to talk about, I had to change the P setting on my smoker. Oh, I just got confirmation today that the 2,000 pounds of pellets, lumberjack pellets that I set up to have delivered, got processed today. And so they should be getting picked up probably today or tomorrow by the trucking company, and probably middle of next week I'll be getting them from Baton Rouge. So look, again, this was one big rib. It was actually bigger than this cutting board here, right? And I cut the rib in half where there's a joint in the gator rib. So the rib comes down and then it does it like an angle, right? And one of the bigger ribs it does. And that turn, it actually joins, it moves like that. And if you were on the feed the other day, you were able to see that. Like I was able to show you how I did that. And then I just cut down just to kind of rip them in half. But yeah, so we're all set with that. I'm going to take and put these in. You know what, let me, I'm going to hit them with a little bit more spice on both sides. Let me get a little bit more on this side. I already hit it with spice once. I just want to hit it a little bit more before I put them in. So like I said, this is Casa M Spicy. This is actually the Good Shepherd. It's lamb seasoning. But I tell you what, I think it's going to go good with this gator. I think it's going to go real good with the gator. Now, as with most of, if not all Casa M's spices, you add salt and pepper to it, right? Flip this. I noticed, let's see, yeah, see, I'm going to get some, there's like a section right there that's open. Alright, let me hit this just a little bit more. Now I am going to hit this with a little bit of barbecue sauce at the end. But I don't like a whole lot of barbecue sauce. I'm probably not going to hit all of it with barbecue sauce. I'm probably just going to hit one or two. Try them out. Alright, now I got this running at 225, okay, and this thing hums along really nice too. It really does. So, all right, there we go. So look, I had to change the peak setting on my smoker today. Now, if any of y'all have pellet smokers, you have P settings, and the P settings helps you regulate the temperature based on the temperature outside. So if in like normal temperature in your area, like this, my normal setting for like the summertime is a P4, right? So and that the heat is able to be regulated really well in most weather around here at P4. But when it gets cold, you have to turn the P setting so the auger comes on more often. So I would go to a P3, right? P3 is usually plenty for around here. But if it was really cold, you could go to a P2 or P1 or even a P0. So what that means, so like the auger is on for 18 seconds at a time, but the P setting determines how long it's off, okay? So so for P0, it's only off for 55 seconds. I have it on P5 right now, and so that means it's off for 130 seconds. And for today's temperature, which I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to check and find out. But I'm telling you, it's a beautiful, beautiful day here. We got a breeze. And let me see what the temperature is. But it works out really good. So Jason Willigen, what's going on? Amanda, it's 69 degrees. Perfect temperature. So, oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Right? So who's doing their... doing a good little cookout for their, I guess, significant other. I would say woman, but I mean, you could be a woman doing it for a man. I don't know. Ben Franklin, where'd you get them? I got those gator ribs from grillbeastfoods.com. So, in case you didn't know it, there's we started another company called Grill Beast Foods where we're adding exotic meats. And so right now we have gator on there, we have boudin, and we have crawfish pies. We're going to be adding more stuff. We're going to be adding crawfish themselves. You'll be able to get crawfish live, shipped right to your house overnight. Okay? Even delivered to your door if you need it that way. So Jason says Yoder auto sets on startup based on the temperature. Most of the new controllers have done that way with the done away. I didn't know that, Jason. I mean, I still have the P setting, so I don't mind setting it myself. I'm not, but in my smoker's only a year old, so that must be something pretty new. But I know Pit Boss. I know they're a little behind on some of the controller technology. So Jason says it's pouring rain. Jared, chicken and sausage gumbo going on. So yeah, we're actually going to be doing gumbo on the show pretty soon. Yeah. So and I'm going to be showing you guys like a ton of different recipes to do with gator meat too, over the next weeks. Okay. Like this week, I'm hitting gator pretty much every day. But after that, I'm going to spread it out a little bit. But I got a bunch of recipes to share with you guys. You know, they're not like my recipes. I don't come up with this stuff. I just find them. Or I ask people, or I ask chefs. I ask people that cook. And they give me their recipes. I might tweak them a little bit, or I might just keep them exactly the way they are meant to be. Shannon Castle. P setting is only on the Pit Boss. Oh, no. Well, you know what? Maybe right now, maybe Pit Boss is the only one with the P setting. But I'm pretty sure it was also on other smokers in the past. But like I said, I know the updated controller on the new Pit Bosses. I know they have the probes and all that. Mine doesn't have the probes. So Jeff Carroll. What's up, Beast? What's up, Beast? Yeah. What's up? Troy, cooking ribeye tonight. All right, Troy's doing a ribeye. Jared, what's up? Ben Franklin. Joey Moss, tomahawks and rosemary garlic shrimp. That sounds awesome. Amanda Shepard, just enjoying the fact the weather is warm today. Yeah, me too. Me too. Jared Hogan is 42. So anyway, we got a bunch of people on Instagram too. So any questions about anything? Any questions about the gator meat? I know we've had a lot of people on the website. I go in there and I can look. I can see people adding stuff. I'm coming up with some promotion ideas. So by this weekend, there's going to be some sweet deals to be had. I'm going to do, I think tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a gator tenderloin. I'm going to fillet it out, and then I'm going to stuff it with crawfish boudin and wrap it in bacon. That's going to be pretty good. And then Sunday we're doing the gator tail. I actually got to get that daggone thing out the freezer, because today is Thursday. That gives me 3 days to get it thawed out, and it's a pretty big. So it's 50 in Maryland. Brian Noble, where do you live in Maryland, buddy? I grew up on the Eastern Shore of Maryland. So, I mean, I live over here near New Orleans now, but I've only been here about 17 years. No, 16 years, I think, something like that. So, what part of Maryland are you in, bud? So, anyway, Amanda Shepard learned a lot about gator meat. Yes, so good. Hopefully, I can teach you guys something about gator meat. I'm learning it and I'm teaching it. So, and I have, like I said, I have a bunch of stuff to share with you guys over the next few days. Anyway, the ribs, they were hanging out in buttermilk for a day and a half. Normally, you would only do 24 hours or a few hours, depending on what your meat is. Like if it's fish, 20 minutes. Like you don't need much. Chicken, overnight. Ribs, overnight. But the gator ribs are usually able to hold. I shouldn't say usually. They're able to hold on and hang out in buttermilk a little bit longer than that. So I did give it more time. 58 in Northwest Alabama. Oh, you live in Deal Island? All right. I know exactly where. On the bay. I know exactly what you're talking about, Brian. Man, I haven't been back to Maryland in years, man. I haven't been to Maryland since probably 10 years. Probably a good 10 years. So I got a lot of friends there I'd like to go back and see, just haven't had time to do it. Daniel said he loves gator meat. Dwight said it's snowing again. Amanda, 32 degrees, but it's better than 12. You better believe that. So, look, I'm going to cut out of here. I can't tell. Here, hold on. Let me see what we got going on so I don't have to keep asking. Let me see what's going on. I'm just going to check up, see if there's anything I'm missing that's... There we go. 93 comments. All right. So look, if we have any, if you guys have any more questions, I'm not sure why that is doing that, but my picture completely went away. Here we go. 36 people. All right. So look, I'm cutting out of here. If you guys have any questions, shoot me an email, or you can post a question in here. I do go back and read questions. Can I see those? Dude, those ribs, you know what? I'll do that real quick just because they just started. But normally I don't like to open up that pit once it's set. But I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys. All right, so can you see that? On Instagram it looks like it there. All right, so anyway, we got those in there. You can see it's running at, well, 225 is... I got it set on 225. But you know, a pellet smoker runs basically just like an oven, right? And the oven it fluctuates up and down on temperatures. So in that sense, I don't like that about the pellet smoker. Because a really good smoker should just hum along and never change temperatures, right? It should just, because as it changes temperatures, it makes meat tighten up. So you want to make sure your temperature swings are not big and are not high and low. Dan Barossa, what's up? I see yes. So Troy, Kenny Franken's son, Troy, and I can't think of Troy's last name because I think it's different. I'm not sure. But Troy made a deal with Kenny Franken and Troy that gave them that extra barrel. I have two. I don't need two. I only need one. So on a live feed last week, I made a comment that if somebody wanted it, offer me, just make an offer, and and so that's what we did. And they came over and got it. He was over on the live feed on Sunday. So depends on the smoker. So Jason, you have that Yoder. Does that have like temperature swings like an oven does, or does it stay steady, or how was your Yoder? That Yoder looks badass, man. I don't know if anybody else has a Yoder, but Jason has one, and that thing looks looks like a beast. It really does. I wouldn't mind having one sitting right there. I might even start checking them out. Green Mountain has very little temperature swing. Jeremy, do you know what the temperature swing is? That's kind of what I'm curious of. Like how Dan has 3 VH. Dude, I don't need 3. I have my pellet. I have the BHVC. I got a Weber. I got a regular fire pit. I got a flat top. I got my burners. That's like more than enough. Way more than enough. So, how much you want for your broken bullseye? Dude, it's not for sale yet. It's sitting over there by itself right now. I had a little bit of trouble with it. It's still sitting there. But no, man, that thing was it was a good grill while I was using it. I'm not going to say anything bad about it. Steady within 5 degrees. Wow. Plus balance for each side with the baffle set. So my swings are more than I want them to be. I'll tell you that. Let's see, it's off for 130 seconds. So actually, I might need to kind of weird. You can mess with your stack a little bit too, just to open it up just a little extra. Anyway, look, I'm cutting out of here. I know I'm starting to bore people and need to put in an outdoor. Who was that said something about the outdoor deep fryer? John Starskovich. I had a deep fryer out here last night. And I have one that you can filter the grease every time you use it. So every time I use it, I turn it off, I let it cool down, and then you flip the switch. All the oil drains out of it into a reservoir, and it filters all the bad stuff out of it, and then you can put that thing right in the refrigerator and make your grease last longer. So Jeremy Max says 2 degrees. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. My pit boss has more swing than that. I know that, but it's probably not much more, but I know it does. I really haven't paid attention to it lately. It seems like sometimes it has really wild temperature swings, but and then other times it holds pretty steady. But so anyway, what time did I put those ribs on? I'm gonna say like 3:30. I'm not sure how long. Oh wait, we've only been on the air for 21 minutes, so I probably had them in 10 minutes ago. So we're gonna say 4 o'clock. So we got 5, 6, 7. We're gonna be eating ribs about 9, 10 o'clock tonight. But that's kind of when we eat anyway. We'll probably have we'll probably throw some hot dogs down, something like that, and then we'll eat some ribs later on. All right, look, everybody. Peace out. Appreciate y'all being on. When I pull them off the smoker, I'll do another live feed, let you guys know, let you guys see them, let you guys know what they taste like and all that good stuff. And that's it. All right. Peace out.